Well, my people, give me a new video from Alexis Hidalgo Tech. Today I am going to talk to you a little about the CMF Put 2 Pro phones that I have already used for approximately 3 weeks, and I am going to talk to you about the good things and the bad things of this phone. As you may know, I have here a list of good and bad things, so let's initially go with the positive thing about this phone. Number one, its camera. The camera on this phone seems pretty acceptable to me for everything that is day photos. I made a video to do a full test of all the features of the camera. Look at her. See those tests here on my channel, and this camera results by day both frontal and way. Rear, it is a camera that, considering that it is a device of only approximately 250, we have two 50 megapixel cameras and an 8 megapixel camera. So continuing with point number two, among the good things, this phone has a beastly battery life, so much so that it lasted me about 2.5 days of use. Constant use full, and it was a pleasant surprise. The autonomy is just amazing and no problem. As I just told you, could you spend 2 days using the phone without any kind of problem? Social networks, calls, videos, exercises, etc. Point number three. The screen, which if it is a good point, also has its shadows. We have an OLED panel. The mix are not the highest on the market, but it is a screen with vibrant colors and 120 Hz of a soda cup, which seems to me to be a hoax, and taking into account that you don't consume much battery with this camera either. With this screen, number four, haptics and vibrator. Here easily, many people do not appreciate it, but in cheap phones we always have a problem, and when we want, for example, to writing feels very bad. So this phone has haptics, vibrations that are extremely pleasant. Like I said, for this price range it's very hard to find something as nice as writing. On this phone I am really very positively surprised. Okay, number five is in mobile payments. Initially we have Google Wallet that I have disabled here, and now I'm going to explain to you why we have Google Wallet, and we also have third-party applications like this that I'm using here, which is to use my cards with a bank application that is not compatible with Google Wallet, so I can make my mobile payments with this application. What if I am going to pay with another card that is compatible? So there I can use Wallet that asks me every time if it wants it to be the default. I tell him no, and I can use Wallet for my movie tickets as well as for my cards to eat at the restaurant without any problem. Here, if you realize, the brightness is almost 100%. He raised it a little more, and these are the things I wanted to share with you. Mobile payments. Is that so much? This phone solves me so much with NFC that I have an application called France Identité, that this app allows me to keep my France IDs, both the driver's license and the French identity card, here in the app, and as NFC I can share it with the authorities in case I need it. Number six. Good gaming performance. I made a video. In the video I made downloading this phone 100% and I put a video of my daughter playing for 30 minutes, a game that does not consume many resources, but for 30 minutes only approximately between 10 and 15% of the phone was downloaded. There is no drop in frames on a phone that resolves perfectly well for gaming, obviously. We have to have the graphics setting on medium and not high for some number 7 games. Excellent call quality. There are people who don't use their phones to make calls. I remind you that that's what phones were made for, to make calls. So those are the things that we have to try on a mid-low range phone. And even though I don't have 5G, I'm not using 5G on this phone. I'm only using 4G plus. On this phone, I have had amazing call quality, also amazing call quality. The calling app is pretty simple. It's kept pretty simple like that. And as for the calling experience, no type of problem seems excellent to me. Well, point number 8, the external memory, and here I am going to show you. We have the port for external memory here on this little card, and what I don't like is that you can have a SIM 1, SIM 2, or you can have a SIM 1 and an external memory card. I would have liked the external memory card out. Separate from the SIM card. Thus, if we wanted to get the data from here, we did not have to remove the connection to our network, and we can download our data without problems using the SIM card. Very useful, but we can't do that on this phone because the tray is shared with the SIM card. Among the things I can tell you is that CMF says that the SIM card is compatible up to 2 GB of 2 terabytes. Excuse me. From memory, within the things we have here in this phone positive is IP54 protection. In theory, it can be dust and water resistant in case of rain. In case they fall into a pool and you take them out immediately, you can resist that kind of thing. But here they do notice sometimes by removing the cover. I open here and obviously you can clearly see that water can get in here, so my recommendation is that you try not to get this phone wet under any circumstances, but in case it gets wet, it has to have some water resistance. That among the good things, we have interchangeable accessories. We have a little wallet that comes. We have a rope that we can put here. We also have a stand. We also have a back cover that comes with lenses that we can add to this phone. And none of this is available at the moment, neither on the CMF page nor anywhere else. No accessory store in France. But that is one of the things we can get if we decide to buy this phone, perhaps in the not too distant future. We are here in July 2025, and we still don't have the accessories available for this phone. As for point number 11, construction materials, although they are 100% plastic, make the phone sit. It is solid, feels good in the hand, and extremely light. Everything, absolutely everything is plastic on that phone, and it's good to understand that, because if the phone is dropped, most of the parts are easy to replace. Some of them get damaged. What about this? This makes, for example, the construction materials have a positive point in this phone. The 12, the price. Of course, an extremely cheap phone has an Immensity 7300 or 7500 processor. I don't remember that very well, and the performance is absolutely good. Battery, games and all that, you can't be too picky about games. In some cases, applications like this phone has 8 GB of RAM. The applications work very well, but on YouTube, the processor that you demand a little more from him, well, there you can feel that one way or another the processor, let's say, fails for some applications that have a lot of demand, but that is still a positive point. The price it has is absolutely good. Then we have RCS messages. RCS allows us here through messaging to use a much more fluid messaging system where we put. And if you realize here we have double verification of receipt of messages, we can add multimedia messages. RSS messages can be considered the successors of SMS, as it supports photos, high-resolution videos, audio files, documents, voice messages, emo and writing indicator stickers. All this even revolutionizes SMS-wise. This phone has it. Well, this is where my people leave the positive points of this phone. If they like the like video, they share. Don't forget to subscribe so you can watch the video of the negative things related to this phone until the next app.